Stop. Don't analyze. Don't compare. Don't look for the best answer. Don't ask which one is smarter. Don't ask which one makes the most sense. Just look, one of these horses pulls you in. Not your logic, not your education, not your identity, your gut. There is a subtle magnetic pull, a quiet familiarity, maybe comfort, maybe longing, maybe fear. That reaction matters. Lock your choice in your mind. Do not change it. Because you didn't just pick a horse. You picked a structure, a pattern, a psychological engine that has been driving your life from behind the scenes. You just exposed the cage you built to survive. Most people think they know who they are. They say, I'm a hard worker, I'm spiritual, I'm logical, I'm creative, I'm broken. They list job titles, astrology signs, personality tests, curated bios. None of that is you. That's your persona, the mask you learned to wear so the world wouldn't punish you. Your real self doesn't live there. Your real self lives underneath. And that's where this choice came from. Your conscious mind lies. It edits. It explains. It protects your ego. Your unconscious doesn't. It reacts. It reveals. That's why this works. Throughout human history, the horse has never symbolized comfort. It symbolizes drive, not sexuality, not romance, life force. Raw momentum, the energy that pulls the cart of your existence forward. The horse is your instinctual engine. The rider is your ego, the part of you that thinks it's in control. But here's the truth most people avoid. If the horse refuses to move, the rider is powerless. If the horse panics, the rider goes where it runs. If the horse is exhausted, the rider collapses with it. Your life follows the condition of your horse. The one you chose reflects the current state of your psychological engine. What drives you, what drains you, what you're starving for, what you're hiding. This is not a horoscope. This is not entertainment. This is a diagnosis. And if you're brave enough to stay, we're going to break it down piece by piece. Before we analyze the horses, you need to understand why this choice bypassed your logic. Your rational brain categorizes. White means clean, gold means success, brown means stable, black means danger. But your emotional brain doesn't care about categories. It looks for resonance. It looks for mirrors. You don't choose the horse you like. You choose the horse you recognize. Sometimes it represents who you are right now. Sometimes it represents what you killed inside yourself to survive. Either way, the choice is honest. And honesty is rare. We'll go through every horse. Don't skip ahead. The ones you didn't choose matter just as much. They reveal what you rejected. Horse 1, the white horse. Order, ideal, control. If your eyes went straight to the white horse, listen carefully. You are drawn to purity, to structure, to being right. In myth, the white horse carries saviors, heroes, and gods. It represents moral authority, clean intentions, the promise of redemption. But psychologically, white has another meaning. Sterility. If you chose this horse, you likely live under the weight of perfectionism. You don't just want to do well, you need to be beyond reproach. Reliable, correct, unquestionable. You learned early that mistakes were dangerous. That love was conditional, so you became careful, controlled. You learned how to behave, how to speak properly, how to suppress anger, how to sanitize emotion. You don't feel rage, you feel frustration. You don't feel hatred, you feel disappointment. You edited your humanity, because somewhere in your past, you signed an invisible contract. If I stay good, I won't be hurt. But here's the truth you already know. The world hurt you anyway. White is the easiest color to stain. Living like this means constant vigilance. You're always scanning for mistakes, watching yourself, correcting yourself. You don't relax. You perform virtue. This is your cage. And the deeper shadow is this. You secretly feel superior to people who are messy. Yet you envy them. You envy their freedom to fail, to be loud, to be human. You are exhausted. Being pure in a dirty world requires constant psychological effort. You are tired of holding the pose. Your growth is not in becoming better. It's in becoming real. You need to get dirty, to be wrong, to be selfish, to disappoint someone and survive it. Wholeness includes mud. Horse 2, the golden horse. Visibility, impact, fire. If the golden horse called to you, your soul craves significance. Even if you're introverted, you don't want to disappear. You want to matter, to shine, to be chosen, to be special. This horse represents high energy, creativity, charisma. When you're on, you light up spaces. People feel you. You inspire. But the sun has a shadow. If you chose this horse, you likely fear one thing above all else, being ordinary. You tied your worth to output. I am what I achieve. I am how I'm perceived. I am how much attention I receive. This horse runs on external fuel. And that's dangerous. Because applause runs out. You sprint. You burn bright. Then you crash. Burnout, emptiness, depression. Not because you're weak, but because you were never taught how to rest without guilt. You learned that attention equals love. So you perform, even when no one is watching. Your cage is the stage, and stepping off it feels like death. Your healing begins in the dark, in doing things no one will ever see, in being bad at something, in being boring. The sun must set. If it doesn't, it burns everything. Horse 3, the brown horse. Endurance, duty, weight. If you chose the brown horse, you are grounded, reliable, loyal, strong. You endure, you stay when others leave. But this strength often hides a quiet trap. Martyrdom. You believe life is supposed to be hard. You don't trust joy unless it's earned through suffering. You carry responsibility like identity. Work, family, others' needs. You stay busy so you don't have to ask yourself what you want. This is the Atlas complex. You think if you drop the weight, everything collapses. But deep down, there's resentment toward people who live lightly, who receive praise easily, who seem carefree. You judge them. But that judgment is envy wearing armor. You forgot how to play. Your healing begins when you put the load down. Your worth is not your usefulness. You are not a tool. Let someone else carry you, even briefly. Take a breath, because the next horse is the one most people pretend they didn't feel drawn to. Horse 4, the black horse. Shadow, power, depth, chaos. If the black horse called to you, you didn't choose comfort. You chose truth. Black is not evil. Black is not negativity. Black is what hasn't been named yet. In deep psychology, black represents the unknown, the underworld, the place where things die so something else can be born. If you chose this horse, you are either in transformation or rebellion. You're tired of surface-level living, tired of polite lies, tired of pretending things don't hurt. You want something real even if it's dark. People like you are often the black sheep, the ones who see the cracks in the system, the ones who say, "This stops with me." The cycle breakers. You can sit with pain without flinching. You don't panic when things get heavy. Others come to you when things are serious, not drama, but real loss. But the black horse has the most dangerous cage of all. Isolation. You can fall in love with your own darkness. You can start identifying as your pain. I'm deep. They're shallow. They wouldn't understand. This becomes spiritual arrogance disguised as insight. And it protects you from rejection while guaranteeing loneliness. The black horse carries raw instincts society tries to tame: rage, sexual energy, dominance, power. When these drives don't have expression, they turn inward. That's where cynicism comes from. That's where numbness comes from. That's where depression often lives. Depression here isn't sadness. It's rage with nowhere to go. You chose the black horse because something in you wants to break something. Rules, expectations, numbness. Your healing isn't about escaping darkness. It's about integrating it. As Jung said, you don't become enlightened by imagining light. You become enlightened by making the darkness conscious. You already have awareness. Now you need connection. Depth doesn't require isolation. Build something with your darkness. Create, protect, Transform. Don't just stare into the abyss. Build a bridge across it. Now comes the uncomfortable part. Look back at the image again. Which horse did you ignore? Which one did your eyes slide past? Which one annoyed you? The flashy one? The fake one? The boring one? The disturbing one? Your judgment matters, because what irritates you in others often points directly to what you've amputated in yourself. If you rejected the white horse, you rejected discipline. You equate order with control. You live in chaos and call it freedom. You need structure. Make your bed. Finish things. Create boundaries. If you rejected the golden horse, you rejected joy. You mock happy people. You confuse seriousness with maturity. Your inner child is starving. You need play, lightness, permission to shine. If you rejected the brown horse, you rejected reality. You live in ideas, fantasies, plans, but nothing moves. You need work, consistency, execution. Potential without action rots. If you rejected the black horse, you are running from your pain. You smile. You stay busy. But something inside you is decaying. You need grief, silence, honest reflection. You are not just the horse you chose. You are the entire herd. A healthy psyche is not dominated by one archetype. It's led, the integrated self. Imagine a person who has the standards of the white horse, the energy of the golden horse, the endurance of the brown horse, the depth of the black horse. That person is dangerous in the best way. Most people try to pull their life with one horse. The rest are locked away, starving, ignored, or sabotaging from the shadows. So what do you do now? You don't just nod and scroll. That's consumption. You're here to build. Step 1. Honor the horse you chose. That horse kept you alive. Thank it. Perfectionism kept you safe. Performance got you love. Endurance gave you stability. Darkness gave you truth. But survival is not the same as living. Step 2. Recruit the opposite. This is where growth actually happens. If you chose white, recruit chaos. Do something messy. Create without a plan. Break the illusion of control. If you chose gold, recruit invisibility. Disappear for a while. Do things with no audience. Detach worth from applause. If you chose brown, recruit ego. Ask for more. Take space. Stop apologizing for existing. If you chose black, recruit structure or connection. Join something. Create routine. Bring order to your inner chaos. Your mind will resist. That resistance is the sound of your cage breaking. Step 3. Become the rider. The world is full of people possessed by their horses. The attention-addicted leader. The purity-obsessed moralist. The burnt-out martyr. The destructive rebel. Possession means the archetype controls you. Sovereignty means you control it. The rider observes. The rider chooses which horse to summon. Professional setting. White horse. Romantic moment. Golden horse crisis. Brown horse. Creation or defense. Black horse. Fluidity is freedom. If you're predictable, you're controllable. The world loves boxes. Quiet one. Crazy one. Reliable one. Refuse. Be the paradox. Kind and dangerous. Stable and wild. Humble and powerful. This is anti-fragility. Attack one part, another responds. Final reflection. Look again at the horse you chose. It's powerful. It's beautiful. But it's not the whole truth. It's a fragment of a mirror you've been polishing your whole life. The rest is scattered. Picking it up will cut you. It will hurt. It will force you to face parts of yourself you avoided for decades. But the alternative is worse. A half life, a reduced self, reaching the end realizing you used only 25% of your engine. Don't let the horse ride you. Take the reins. If this pierced something in you, know this. This is just the surface. I can show you the door. I can't drag you through it. Most people stay horses. Architects become riders. Make your choice.